Hey, my hair maniacs! It's your hair army leader, Harry Flynn, and I'm sorry I haven't been on YouTube for a while. I just was depressed and sick, but I promise I'm gonna start making more videos. You guys are awesome. I hope you guys have a great New Year's and Christmas. And second, I hope you guys. I hope you guys like this video. Subscribe, share it. Tell your friends to subscribe and have a great time. But today's episode of FLYNN14 is 14 dream matches I want to see in WWE in 2020. I think that could be a lot of fun. Maybe like because why not? That could be a really fun thing to do. And I've seen a list of people doing it before in past years, so I figured, heck, I could do it too. So, now, I know people are going to say, Harry, why didn't you put Titus O'Neil versus Heath Slater when Slater Gator collide? That's a dream match. Listen, that is such a big dream match. I cannot put it on this list. It's so big. Like, it can't even be on pay-per-view. It has to be like on a show main event. But all jokes aside, let's go with my number 14 on the list. Kevin Owens versus Brock Lesnar. This will be a very fun match. And I know back then we were going to get Brock versus Austin. But Austin didn't want a job to him with like no story. It was because he was going to lose him in the King of the Ring tournament, blah, blah, blah. But if you build up Kevin Owens, he could be your kind of modern day Stone Cold. In a way, because that could be a very fun thing to do. And I would have can you imagine the spots in the match where like KO versus the F5 into a stunner? Boom! Then like KO, like during the build up to their match, KO is having like a promo battle or a promo battle with Paul Heyman. That would be amazing. And yeah, so that's one. And if you want to build it up to this year's Mania, if I'll give a sneak peek of my booking video. So if you want Brock starting number 1, and you have KO eliminate Brock and say, hey, I just threw out your dumb ass, then Brock will get livid, probably throw out Owens, and they'll just be brawling inside the arena, and so they made a match for Mania, KO versus Brock for the title. Boom. So my number 13 on the list is Alistair Black versus Samoa Joe. I think this could be a very fun match, like their kicks, like their martial arts skills, you know. Like this could be a very fun Mania match if they book it right. And like if they book that and just have like Alistair Black, I would have Alistair Black be put over because Joe would most likely put him over. But I like Joe too. But it's like and plus they have like a great round with their kicks and they're like punching and stuff. Then out of nowhere, a Black Mass reversed into a Coquina Clutch. But yeah, then So that'd be a great match. So that I want to see in 2020. Number 12, Pete Dunne versus Randy Orton. I think this could be a very fun match because Pete Dunne kind of reminds me of like an up and coming Randy Orton a little bit to me. So, and it could be a lot of fun and have it like one spot of the match you can have like Randy Orton versus the bitter end into an RKO if you could have it. Or Pete reverse the RKO into a better end. Then I'll put over Pete Dunne. Then Randy can maybe get his one back later on. But oh yeah, and the weird thing is, I'm just going off talk about it. Like I was watching Raw the past few weeks. I was thinking about Randy Orton. Weren't we supposed to get like a Drew McIntyre feud against him? Then I was thinking, weren't we supposed to get a Ricochet feud against Orton too? They just dropped those two feuds just to drop them. Oh my god, what's WWE doing? I don't know. But my number 11 will be the Fiend versus Velveteen Dream. Kick it. Bow, 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 bow. If you book, if let's say Velveteen Dream wins the Rumble, and let's say the Fiend has a match on SmackDown against Bo Dallas or Ollie, I don't know. Then Velveteen Dream comes out in his couch and he just plays mind games to the Fiend, and the Fiend's just looking at him, and he's just. It could be a very fun match, and maybe that's the person who should lose to the Fiend. The Fiend should lose to, or my other one is probably Alistair Black, but it's either one of those two. Which Roman Reigns should not be one of them. But yeah. So number 11, Velveteen Dream versus the Fiend. And oh yeah, and I want you guys to know, if you like this video, thumbs it up. Hit the old thumbs up button. And my number 10 is Shayna Baszler versus Charlotte. Shayna Baszler versus Charlotte. I think this could be a very fun match. I think this could be like a more fun version of like Roman versus Brock. Like kind of more fun than Ronda versus Charlotte was. But at times, and I'm going to probably get hate for this, Shayna can be a little bit boring. But I think she can be good sometimes. But I'll put over Shayna as the new head honcho of the main roster. But this will be pretty good. So, my number 9 is the New Day. Yes, it is. Bam, bam. Bam, bam. It's a new day. Oh, yes, it is. Versus Undisputed Era, baby. Undisputed Era versus the New Day. That could be a very fun feud. And they can do it when Xavier Woods comes back. Amazing feud. That could be like a B pay-per-view main event. If you build it up right. You know. And that would be very fun. But I like the New Day and I like Undisputed Era. So I hope they just have a lot of fun matches. Like you can have New Day make fun of Undisputed Era because they wear their armbands, but Undisputed Era says, well, you guys wear armbands when one of you go missing, so let's not talk about that. So, but next one on the card is number 8, Walter versus Braun Strowman. And when I'm going off topic again, I will not mind if Braun wins the Intercontinental title. He hasn't won the world title, the Universal title. It's not the end of the world. I think he'll be just fine. And plus, he'll probably lose it to somebody we all would like maybe Ali at Mania. Like Shorty G or Chad Gable at Mania, But yeah, like, can you imagine just like the chops from Walter and Braun? That would just be amazing. And I am a huge Walter fan, so Walter will have to win for me. And in my next match is Buddy Murphy versus Ricochet. Ricochet versus Buddy Murphy. I think this could be very good. And like, I'm a huge fan of Buddy Murphy. I think he can be U.S. champ, IC champ. But I can see him being one of the future faces of Raw. But Ricochet, like, those styles are just amazing. Like maybe like he somehow reverses 05, his 630 splash into a Murphy's Law. Boom! Then that's it. But I think like that could be a really good match. Oh my god. This one is a weird one. My number 6 is Cesaro versus Cassius Ohno. I really want to see this match because they were a tag team in Indies called the Kings of Wrestling Cesaro. Back then, Claudio Castagnoli and Chris Hero, aka Cassius Ohno. I think this could be a very fun match. I never saw them wrestle against each other. And in WWE, that could be really fun. And I'll put over Cesaro, and I hope this will give him a sign to say this will push Vincent to push Cesaro. He can be very good. My next pick is Daniel Bryan versus Johnny Gargano. Now, he might be in NXT during this time, but maybe at Survivor Series when they do the NXT versus Raw versus SmackDown, they can have that match on there. Then that'll just be a great takeover match because they're kind of similar to each other. And I don't know who I would win, but maybe Bryan, maybe Gargano, but it'll be an amazing match. This one is my number 4 is kind of like a lucha dream match. Rey Mysterio versus Kalisto. Rey Mysterio versus Kalisto. That could be very fun. And I'll tell you that. You can say Kalisto was a huge fan of Rey, watching him back in the day. Taking on guys twice his size, like JBL, The Great Khali, Mark Henry, Big Show, Kane. And Undertaker, Mysterio. But I think that could be very fun. And I'll imagine the spots make Rey Kalisto versus the 619 into a Selena Del Sol. There could be lots of fun lucha things. And my number 3 is AJ Styles versus Triple H. I want to see this match because we never got to see it, and because like they feel AJ's trusting out to be in the ring with part timers like Shane, like Brock. But I think this could be interesting, and I would give it to AJ Styles because Triple H kind of already has a win over him in the Rumble, so why not AJ wins? My number 2 is Matt Riddle versus Goldberg. This could be a very awesome match, and I'll give it to Matt Riddle. Easy. So, and my number 1 is Tommaso Ciampa versus Seth Rollins. This could be very fun, and I would maybe Seth and AOP is running rampant over Raw, and everyone takes out Big Show, takes out Owens, takes out Joe. And by the way, I really love the return of Big Show. I'm a huge Big Show fan. And so that happens then let's say on Raw, Seth loses a match to Ricochet or Cedric Alexander or Akira Tozawa, one of them, and they're gonna beat up that guy who beat Seth with a roll up, and then suddenly you hear, "No one will survive!" Yeah, no one will survive. And I heard he doesn't want to get called up to main roster. Okay, you can have this during Survivor Series time. I can be there. But I think this could be a really fun match, and I think Ciampa should win. If he's moving on to Raw, he should win. If he's not, Seth should win. So that's my list, everybody. And guys, tell me what dream matches do you want to see in WWE in 2020. And if you like this video, tell your friends to subscribe, put the thumbs up button, just share, comment, and just talk to me about anything. Wrestling, Yu-Gi-Oh!, cartoons, anything. Love you guys to death, my hair maniacs. Peace.